run for my money. There is nobody, no one that run me. So give me a run for my money.
We've done a lot of growing within that time.
Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new vlog. It's your favorite retired lazy girl, Dom. And today's vlog, I think I'm going to be doing a weekly vlog, but I'm headed to the grocery store and to Sally's right now. Honestly, I meant to start this vlog from earlier. However, I was ripping and running all today. First off, I started my day. So today I actually decided to do 2 Pilates classes back to back because my Pilates studio is having a bingo thing. So if you do 2 back to back, you get a stamp, and if you do an open form class, which is what I did today, you get a stamp. And if you do 3 classes in a week, you get a stamp, which I also completed today. So I was like, period, let me get my stamps together. Yeah, first of all, the first class was at 9:30, and I am not a morning type of workout, type of go nowhere type of person. I'm an afternoon. I like to wake up at around 9 something. I don't like to be already outside of my house and moving at 9:30. So it was a bit of a stretch for me. I had to wake up I think I woke up at like 7 something. I wasn't tired. It's just that the hour perturbed me. But yeah, so we went to the class. We did the open gym class and we did the mobility class. They were really good classes. The first class, I've never taken that class before. It was very difficult. Let me not say very difficult. It was a different type of class than my regular Pilates class. So I was kind of thrown for a loop because it's like a circuit. So I go to Quiet Bodies. It's in Port Credit. If you guys are in the GTA, definitely check them out. Love it there. And they do like a circuit type of class in the mornings. And there's 2 of them. There's one at 7 a.m., which I said absolutely not. That's never going to happen. But 9:30, I can manage it. And they do like circuits. So there's like 2 reformer stations, and then there's a Cadillac station, and then the rest are like mats. And we did like burpees, we did split squats, we did this thing on the Cadillac. You were doing like froggies, your legs were like this, and it was in oh hell. It was terrible. It hurt a lot. And then I finished that class. That was like an hour class, and that was a spicy class. And then I went to the cafe right beside, did a little bit of work. Mostly I just watched a video and edited a little bit. And then I went back to the studio at 12:15 for my regular mobility strength class. That one wasn't too bad. It flew by today. Honestly, I was like, bro, the first class, it was a little bit of a lot. So hopefully this class is not too crazy. And it wasn't too crazy. So thank goodness. And now, like I said, I am heading to Sally's, and then I have some personal career work to do. In my last couple of vlogs, I kind of mentioned that I'm looking for another job in corporate, but I don't think I really explained to you guys why I'm doing that and why I'm looking into social media instead of doing the product management and whatever. So basically, what had happened was I completed my product management course that I was doing, and I love the stuff that I learned. I think it's very, very it's important to know, and it's important to kind of understand no matter what type of job you have, as long as you're working kind of with those people. I think it's good to understand that role, and it is something that I could see myself doing down the line. However, I had to sit with myself and kind of understand, okay, you are young. Not that you can't be a product manager when you're young, but you're young. This is a very demanding job. It's great that it's fun and I love to be very busy, but it is a very demanding job. I don't think I could realistically even have a side business, do any content. I don't think it would just be a lot on my mind. And honestly, at the point where I am in life right now, I was like, that doesn't make sense because, I'm going to want to get married, start a family, stuff like that. It just doesn't make sense for where I am in life. That makes sense for something when I'm 35 in 10 years. makes sense. But I love to kind of get that knowledge because it does help some of the things. But what I did realize also this year, just kind of like with working on my business, it's not that I am unsatisfied with my business, because I love my business. I love what I've built. However, there are parts of it that I love more than other parts. And I was finding that I really just like to create content. I like to do content strategy. I like to do, things on social media. I like to do copy. I like to write copy. I like to do those things. Those are the things that when I'm writing, I get into my easiest flow and I feel the most like, pleased with what I'm doing. So I was like, you know what, maybe I should revisit the marketing thing. Because at first when I was just looking for like APM jobs and like, if I'm looking at marketing, I'm looking for more of a specialist or paid ads or something like that. And I was like, no, you like to create, you like to come up with strategy for creation, you like to be creative. Why not work in that? So I actually set up a coffee chat, which you guys have seen in the last, I think it's the last vlog or the second to last vlog, something like that, with one of my mutuals. She's actually a social media manager for a couple of restaurants, or a few restaurants in Toronto. And I mean, we've been following each other for a long time, but I never realized that that's what she did. So I was like, oh, I didn't know that's what you did. So we met up at one of the restaurants that she manages, and she was telling me about it. And when I tell you, it aligns so much better with like what I want for my days and what I want them to look like. And not only that, it's something that I can use the skills that I built in my business. Because my biggest thing that I was coming across, especially when looking at like product roles and looking at different things like that, is it's not that I don't have the experience, but I don't have I haven't been in corporate for that long. I worked a couple years in corporate, but most of my experience is entrepreneurial experience. And for a lot of those companies, that simply does not cut it. Whether I can do the job or not, that's not the case. Like, that's not that I couldn't do the job, because I definitely could do the job and have been doing it for a very long time. However, you have to also be able to get into the role. So I'm thinking to be more, not even just realistic, but to be more aligned with what I actually want right now for my life and what I want my life to look like. I don't want certain things to change too much. And I think that would be something I could still do if I had a social media manager role or a content creative type of role. So that's what I'm looking for now. And I wanted to bring you guys along that journey of like how I'm going about that. I really need to get back into the swing of things. I've just been kind of busy, kind of closing off some business stuff and kind of just getting myself together. It feels like I'm moving a lot slower than I am, but I'm trying to get this stuff together, and hopefully like within this coming week, that's what I want for this vlog to be mostly focused on, is me getting my stuff together and putting out some resumes and doing some outreach and stuff like that. We're gonna go with this. Have you ever tried this?
I keep it tempting. It's good actually.
Decent? Okay. I'll try it. I got everything I wanted. I'm debating walking over to this grocery store because it's in the same plaza, but it's on the whole other side of the plaza. Because I need to get my steps. I think I'm gonna do it because it's not even raining that much.
Keep it a whole 100. Don't got you, I got nothing. Run for my money. There is nobody, no one that run me. So give me a run for my money.
Yeah, I think I got everything. There's only a couple things we needed, so I think that's it. I was just gonna look and see if they have poppies. Go for one of those, but I also have some kombucha at home, so I don't need it. I'm gonna look at the flowers. See, because I know it's tulip season now, and tulips are my favorite. So let's see. They only had they have like these ones, which I don't too much enjoy. They're okay for other people. And then they have like potted tulips. I don't care for that. I don't care for that at all. I want them like this. Oh, they have the hydrangeas. Oh, I love a hydrangea. Yeah, they have these. I guess it's not time yet. Oh, they do have poppies. Oh, they have the raspberry. Oh, score. They never have raspberry. I never ever see it. But this one does. Got the raspberry because this is my favorite flavor other than the strawberry lemonade. They always have strawberry lemonade, but raspberry, I can barely ever find it. Hey, now it's time to head home. Got my little 1-2 steps in. Nothing too crazy. I'm kind of tired. I need like a 30-minute break. I feel like I've been going all day and I haven't sat since like 9 in the morning. And what time is it now? I don't know. It's probably something almost 3 o'clock. So I gotta get some work done before things close. But yeah, I'm definitely taking a break.
Living lovely. Just I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I wanna be.
Hey guys, it is the next day. I did do work yesterday. I did a little bit of work, but I was so tired from the classes and just like being out all day that I didn't fully finish what I was doing. However, I'm getting to it today. So I have 2 wigs to like just finish up. One is just needs to be styled. The second one, I just need to do the final dye on it, which is not like a lot, and then style it. And then those will be done and they will go out hopefully today, but also maybe tomorrow morning if I don't get to the store. But I'm thinking I could drop them before I go to yoga in the evening because I booked the hot yoga class yesterday knowing I would be super sore today because it's like I think it's yin yoga, so it's like super like hold this position for like 30 minutes basically. So yeah, we're doing that, but I'm just gonna do this unit. I am not gonna film, like I thought I was gonna film this, but I really am not going to. I'm so sorry. I just can't. I just need to get it done and finished and out of my office, and then I'll be cool. But after these two are done, I have a little bit of a break from wigs per se. Like I can give myself a couple days, but I need to get these done and then out. I'm gonna take some content when they're finished, just like of how they look, but that's about all I can manage today. And then I'm going to be working on my resume, which I will pick you guys back up for that. Because I kind of just want to talk through like what I'm doing in like my portfolio and show you guys what that looks like if you're interested. I know a couple people did comment here and on my TikTok about it, so I'm gonna show you guys that. But as for the wig stuff, I'm just gonna bang this out. Really and truly, it's not that I don't like doing wigs. I've just become disillusioned. I need a shift. I need something else because now it's feeling very like a job and not like a passion. I don't like that. Also, I think it's the fact that I'm doing a lot of customs and I'm not picking the styles, so I'm not like super like gung-ho about them. I'm just like, oh, okay, like if you like it, I'll do it for you. I like it, it's cool, but that's like, you know, not what I want to look into right now. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. This one does have an interesting cut though, so great. The other one is one of the ones that I've made like a billion times, so we just gonna do what we need to do. But yeah, I'm hoping to get to like my work, this stuff at about, it's 2 o'clock now, so I'm thinking this will take me at least 3 hours. So I have to style that. It will take me 30 minutes. This I have to dye, which will probably take me another 30 minutes. Let it process another 30 minutes. Rinse it out, 15. Yeah, it'll take me a little while, and then style this one. So that's cool. And then I'll pick you guys up either whilst I'm doing it and give you guys some little B-rolls. I wanted to work on some framing stuff with my other camera, but I think that will have to be tomorrow because I'm simply not able to can at the moment. But we'll get some shots. Right now I'm shooting on my Osmo Pocket, but I have my Sony, oh, it's right in front of me actually, my Sony a6700. So I want to work on some shots with this. I also have a few like lenses in my bag that I want to like look into, but I think I'm gonna rent some first. But let's neither here nor there. Let's get to work so I can finish this up so I can get to the end of the day and get back into my bed because I'm actually super tired too. I don't know. I think my body's just tired. I'm not actually like in my mind tired. I just feel like lying down and just stretching out because my legs are so sore, especially from the Cadillac. Oh my gosh. Crazy. But let's get to it.
I'm on the way, we ain't got no time to waste. Papa, yo, come on the way, am I in the way? I don't want pressure, you none. I want your blessing today. Oh, by the way, open the door by the way. Tell you that I'm on the way, I'm on the way. I know connection is vague. Pick up the phone for me, babe. Damn it, we jamming. That had a tooth for your nanny.
I'm about to head to hot yoga. It is probably something like 10 past 7, I think. I ate. Oh, you can't even see me. I did majority of the wigs. Honestly, I couldn't make it to probably won't make it to the post office today. But it's okay because I missed the cutoff anyway. So even if I did make it today, they wouldn't go out till tomorrow. But yeah, I'm getting ready for hot yoga. That'll probably be the end of my night really. I may do a little bit of work on my computer just to get to it because I didn't really get what I wanted to get done, so I'm gonna do some work on that when I get back. But I'm heading out now. I'm even in a rush. I have a separate wig that I use for hot yoga, literally just for hot yoga, or like if I'm doing spin, and I keep it in 2 braids because that's the easiest way. And I was meant to refresh these braids, but I didn't do that, so we'll see if I have time to do that, but I'm pretty sure I don't, so I'm gonna head out.
I wanna be where you need to slow.
March 14th at Rebel. Head to our contest section and enter your email for your chance to win.
Toronto Premium?
To enter.
Oh my gosh, where'd you get it?
It's a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Okay, we just finished pilates. I'm getting my latte. I'm gonna sit for a second, I think, if there's seats. It's very nice today. It's 8 degrees, which basically means it's summer. People are literally on patios. It's not that warm. Oh yeah, it's busy as heck. I'm gonna sit in my car after I get my latte. Hello. Can I get a vanilla upside down latte with oat milk?
Oat milk?
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow. Holy.
Yeah, I'm very predictable.
Yeah, there you go.
So I got my latte. Not me being so predictable that by the time I ordered and had paid, she put it in front of me because she knew I was coming for this latte. But love that for me because then I didn't have to wait. But yeah, now I'm going to sit for 2 seconds because, like I said, it is 8 degrees. And 8 degrees in Canadian essentially means I should be in shorts and a t-shirt. That's what that means. So I'm gonna sit here for 2 seconds. It is still kind of cold, but since I did the class, I'm a little bit warm. I'll sit for 2 seconds, think about my plans for today. So I did write it down, what I was going to do today, because I need to get back into the swing of blocking my days, because I'm finding, oh, I don't like how far he's wandering. When people let their children wander, it makes me nervous, because they be running into the streets. Yeah, so Pilates, then work on career stuff. So that just means I have like 3 to 5-ish jobs that I've saved that I'm going to cater my resume to and then submit. 2 of them are for where my dad works, and he submits them for me just
because of how their thing works. And I have to do a little bit more work for those because they need like specific cover letters and stuff. Other than that, like the other roles, the only thing I want to do is kind of not finish up, but like solidify my portfolio so it's sendable, and then I can keep updating as I keep adding my projects, because I've collected the ones that I want to kind of put on there initially, but as I continue to do projects, I have to put them on there. So I'll just get it sendable, right? And then I want to work on some shot lists and plan some like freelance type of content. A few of my friends, like a lot of people that I know, have businesses or they've had businesses and they're like relaunching them. So, oh, I'm getting a call. Hold on. Pause. Hold that point. Hello? I was updating the vlog. Okay, we're back in the car because whilst it is 8 degrees, and I think it may even be a little bit more than 8 degrees now, it's still cold for me. So I cooled down and I was like, all right, cool. And I wasn't sitting in the sun either. So if I was in the sun, it would probably be fine. And then I got a call. So yeah. But like I was saying, what was I saying? I was going through my schedule because honestly and truly, I think I had said this before. I've become very not disillusioned, but you ever feel like you're going like, okay, here's my analogy. Say you're going on a GPS, right? And you know where you're going, but you keep like missing the turn, right? You keep missing the turn. That's how I feel like with things going right now. Because I'm like, I still really do want to do wigs. However, how I want to do wigs is not in the way that I'm doing them right now. I don't want to be doing customs, really. I don't. I don't want to be doing like pre-order. I want to be doing ready to ship drops where I can curate the collection and I can create the units I want to create and actually use my creativity to be like, oh, I want to create like something like this. I want to do something like this. I want to do something like this. So I could do that. And then that be on the side. I do that maybe once a month. Once a month, I drop a number of wigs and I leave it alone. And then I post my videos on YouTube to help people learn how to do what I'm doing. My thing is, I think now I've gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, I've reached like the milestones that I wanted to reach in my business. I wanted to like prove to myself that I could do. I reached those. I said, okay, I want to, be a 6-figure, or did that. I want to sell to these countries. I did that. And now I feel like there is not a lot that I want to do. I don't want to work with celebrities. I sincerely do not. I don't want to work with influencers. I don't want to like have that type of life. I do not want to do hair full time. I don't. I'm so sorry. It's just, yeah, I'm done with like doing that full time. Part time, of course, my little collections, doing my own stuff, cool. But I want to have something where, one, it takes me out of the house. I'm in the house, especially if I'm busy in the job that I have now, which is wigs. I'm in the house. I'm in my office. I don't leave. I can't leave because it takes so long to do stuff. It take like even a simple thing, just because of the way the process is, it takes a long time. And I'm like, okay, I'm missing out going to places because I don't like, me and my friends, we don't go out. I'm not a go outer, but I would love to be in a space where I'm at least downtown, for one, a lot more than I am now, at least a few times a week, please, if not living there. And being able to walk around and find like bookstores and find like new cafes and find different things to inspire me to create. Whereas where I am now, like, I like my house, I like where it is, but one, it's not walkable. Two, like, I just don't feel that inspired in the place that I am now, and I have to physically leave my house and go far to find inspiration. I don't think that makes sense. It's just telling me that what I align with is not where I am. Long story short, so yeah, I've kind of been like not putting my business on the back burner because obviously I have to do that so I can have money, but also like kind of backing away so that I can work on projects that I feel will get me to back into what I want to do. So working in like either social media or just marketing in general in a corporate setting. I don't want to freelance at the moment. I don't want to, not be in a corporate. Ideally, I'd like to be in a bigger company, not a startup again, please. I don't need the stress. And, just in my job, 9 to 5, clocking in, even a 1-2, like, because I was speaking with Chantel, so 2-3 vlogs ago when I had the coffee chat, and she was like, I was like, oh, what do your weekends look like? Because she's a social media manager for restaurants, and I'm like, restaurants are open on the weekends, so we got to be doing stuff. And I used to be a big like super scheduler, but I do value like organically posting like in the moment, just because you can engage, and like it's just better in that way for engagement, which is key right now. So serious. But yeah, she was like, yeah, they're like little things here and there. I'm like, I don't mind it. I'm used to working weekends. I'll work all on a Sunday. I don't mind it. That's just me. So I'm at that point where I'm flexible. I don't have no kids. I am not married. I can kind of have that flexibility to actually work and just like be on like a grind mode. And I know a lot of people are trying to come out of that, but I very much need that to feel fulfilled. And I think that I will always kind of be like that just because of my personality. But yeah, so we're working our way to that. So today, though, what I was saying was working on career stuff, like I said, with the resumes, and then working on shot lists. My brother actually, he's decided that he wants to become a videographer. So I said, all right, bet. I'm going to take him downtown tomorrow so we can shoot some content. There's a few places I want to go to. I'm not sure where I'm actually going to go. I think what I want to do is there is a Black-owned bookstore on College called A Different Book List. And I saw it on the Brandon Gomez, whatever his name is, the black guy who has the news channel in Toronto, and he be telling us about the black stuff. He said that there is the black bookstore, and I knew there was a bunch of bookstores, and there is some on my list to go to, but I was like, oh, this one's black owned, period. Let me go in there and see if I can find do something in there. So I think I want to do that, get a few pieces of content there. I might do like a portfolio thing so I can kind of just add it. But I want to take him through like how I create my shot list, how I do like planning shoots and making sure I have like all my gear that I need and stuff like that, so he can kind of understand it. Because he's taken like the in class like things like the media arts and whatever. So he's worked with a camera before, but I believe they did Nikon. And I have a Sony A6700 and a Sony ZV-1, but we're gonna work with the A6700 so we can kind of learn that. I just want him to see like what it might actually be like and take him through like a day. Also, I need help. Some of the shots I want to get, not that I couldn't do them myself, I could. That camera was expensive, to be frank, and I want a shot where I'm across the street from the camera, and I don't want to leave it there on a tripod. So that's what he's there for. And to get him out of the house, it's March break. He needs to go. These kids are too antisocial. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And then after that, once everything is done, I'm gonna work on some framing. I think like one, I do have a lens on my list that I think has to be my next lens. But two, I want to work on my framing so that I can, make simple things look more cinematic. So, just sitting on the couch and like doing stuff like that. I'll work on that. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna head home now. It is 1:38. I was supposed to be home for 2. I don't think I'll get there because I take the scenic route and I don't care. I'm gonna take the scenic route. But I'll just work a little bit later because I think my work, it takes me to about 7, so I'll just work till 8. No biggie. Right. Let's go. I've decided to go for a walk. It's probably really bright. I can't see. And I keep forgetting how to even adjust the settings on this thing. But I decided to go for a walk. I'm going to listen to maybe a book, I think, because it's just too nice not to go for a walk. and I don't know how long it's gonna stay like this, because I'm pretty sure I saw snow in the forecast next week, and I want to take advantage before it's cold again. So I'm gonna go and walk for a bit. Maybe I'll listen to a podcast. Right now I'm listening to a YouTube video.
Okay, I am back in the house. I've switched, of course, to the new camera. I am filming it on like the regular color profile. Usually I film on like S Cinetone, so like S-Log, but it's like a cinematic, I don't know. That's what I usually film on. But I want to try out like the regular profile. It looks good. Like honestly, when I'm looking in the little screen, it looks really nice. Right now I'm working on my portfolio, so I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys like this. So it's not finished, obviously, but we want to get it to a point where I can start submitting it. That's the goal for today. So I have my table of contents, which I need to update because I keep moving things around. And then I have like my little about me. It says I am a social media manager and digital marketer with over 6 years of experience in content creation, content strategy, creation, copywriting, and community management. I specialize in crafting engaging and high-performing content that builds brand awareness, drives audience engagement, and fosters strong online communities. With a strategic and data-driven approach, I help brands grow their digital presence and connect authentically with their audience, which essentially means I manage social medias and I do content strategy. I make up the content and I see why we should be posting this and how that's going to help the company. So now I'm just kind of putting my stuff together. My previous roles, obviously I did do social media stuff, but because I worked in a very rigid corporate setting, the stuff that I would have done at that time, I don't think that it properly showcases my skills when it comes to creating content for one, and also coming up with strategy, because there wasn't much that I could do. I didn't have much leeway, and I wouldn't have created those pieces of content the way that I did if I actually had creative control. I would never have done that. I wouldn't have done that, and I express this, of course, but when you're working with, especially in a startup, when the owners are so close and they have such an emotional attachment to how it is, it's difficult to kind of make them step out of that to kind of see, what else they can do. So certain things I'm like not going to include, like graphics and stuff from there, because I wouldn't have started like that. If I do find one that I was like, it wasn't too bad, maybe I'll put it in there, but I'll have to go back and see if I see anything that was like notable. Also, one big problem that I had with that is I did write blog posts. However, they only had creative license for one name, so my name was never on them, even though I wrote half the blog posts, which is annoying, very irritating. But what are you gonna do? So instead, what I'm going to do is I have a few things like lined up that I want to go and do like passion products for myself, which I'm gonna put a page for that where I'm like, I create content in my free time, lifestyle content. I like to create like cinematic content, just showing what I can create, and then do pages for businesses that I frequent. So I'm probably gonna ask my Pilates studio. I'm gonna ask the cafe that I go to like right after Pilates every single time, because I have a pretty good rapport with the people there. I don't really know the owners. I'm not even sure who the owners are, but I always have like the same baristas that I see, and I think the owners are like the two guys that I usually see there, so I'm not sure. I know it's like two guys who own it. It's like a biker type of, not biker, but like biker still. I don't know. I think they're bikers and they have like a coffee shop, but it's a cool little vibe and the coffee is very good. So yeah, I'm gonna see about that. And then one of my friends has a lash and waxing business, so I'm gonna go over to her, and I think that should be good for what I want to just add here, because I don't want to put too much stuff, But if they want to see different things that I've done, and then I have some UGC type stuff that I've done for a few brands. So I don't know which ones I'm gonna put for those, because there's certain ones where, I mean, I might as well put them. I have like wig videos, which are technically user generated content. I wasn't paid for the first one. The other ones would be, I put UGC and brand collaborations, then will be cool, because the other ones I was paid for. And then I have one with Kenra, which was UGC, and I wrote it down. I can't be remembering all this stuff, and I'll put those in there. Other than that, and then I have a case study, which is for my own business, because I'm like, this is like, it makes the most sense for me because it's the biggest thing I've done. I've grown it all organically through social media, so it just makes sense to say, hey, like, I'm a founder of this business and this is, you know. And I just put one where, because we added custom units not too long ago, well, a couple of years ago now, but like kind of changed up the website, changed everything like last year. So I did that, and I did when I changed the website, because it was different and it didn't cater to my custom coloring as much as it does right now. So that is like the goal for today. And then doing 2 resumes for the stuff that my dad is applying to for me, and then I'll just be submitting the ones that I've saved on like LinkedIn and stuff, and doing my little outreach. I think either I'm gonna do that today or I'm gonna do it tomorrow, just because, well, no, I'll probably get everything together today and then maybe submit it tomorrow, just because apparently Tuesday is a good day to apply to jobs. I don't know why. I guess Monday everyone's kind of getting back together and their stuff back together, and then Tuesday is when they really get it in gear. But I want to get Tuesdays and Fridays applying for jobs, but I'm going to look every day if I see something that pops up, because I want to be, if I see it, right on it, right? So, but Tuesdays and Fridays, I want to be my designated days. Tuesdays and maybe Thursdays, actually. And I think about it, Tuesday and Thursdays, and maybe Sundays. We'll see. But that is the plan for now. And then I'll do some outreach, see if I can do stuff like that. I want to start posting back on LinkedIn, but honestly, I need to think of a strategy for that, because I don't truly know what people post on there, other than like trends, and I don't know, something about that I'm like, okay, but like, how does this I don't know, maybe I'll try it, we'll see. But this is what I'm working on right now. I also want to start getting this vlog kind of together, because I've been filming with the dual cameras, and if I don't like start editing early, it's difficult for me to understand where the clips are going. So I need to get that, at least put them in the right order today, so that when I go to edit it, I'll be cool. I'm still like 2 weeks ahead, so I have another video that's already ready for next week, and then this video would be for the following week, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm gonna work on this. I also I like this setting, because I have a 16 to 50 millimeter, so it's easy for me to just crop in or crop out. The one thing I do want is, I think probably a 30 millimeter, but with like the aperture being like a 1 point something, 1 point anything really, because I like that blur in the background, and this does not give me enough. I think right now I have it at 4.5. I can set it to 4, but that's as far as it goes, and I'm like, this is not enough bokeh for me. No, I want it to be blurred. Super blurred. So yeah, and I'm gonna work on this. It's now almost 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna work on this for at least an hour, and then I'm gonna go into planning out some stuff for tomorrow, because we were supposed to go downtown, and that'll make for good vlog content. So I'll pick you guys up if I have any updates with this, but I'm gonna lock it. So, a little update. I am actually not gonna be going downtown tomorrow. I thought, or the child thought he was free. He's not free. He has an appointment. So I'm probably gonna go, if we go, we're gonna go on Friday, because it's warm that day too. Tomorrow, I may just continue like what I'm doing today, because I don't think I'm gonna get to like practicing the framing and stuff, just because where I wanted to do it, my father is downstairs and he is watching the news and he's not gonna move. And I want to do it with daylight, and I've missed the daylight. It's gone now. So yeah, but I pretty much finished up my portfolio. Now really what I'm gonna do is plan out the freelance content I want to take. So for these pages, like this one where it's like previous projects, like I was saying, like I don't want to use the actual previous projects that I did, just because I feel like they don't align, especially since I've been out of like corporate for basically like 2 years now. So I'm like, we've done a lot of growing within that time. So obviously the type of content that I would be able to create now versus the type of content I was able to create then has drastically shifted. So I wanted to create some new content. So I'm gonna plan out, what do I have here? 9 pieces of content for each thing. I may change this to be 4, like honestly, 2 reels, 2 photos, cool, per business, just to make it easier for me, and so that I can kind of do more. Just depending. I do have some ideas that like I've written down, like over time, just had an idea like, oh, that would be good for this type of business, and then I just have to go and find that business who's willing to let me film some content for them for free. That shouldn't be too difficult. We'll see how it goes. I don't know, like depending on the business, if they already have somebody that does that. But I think like the businesses I am actually planning to approach, one, I know like they don't have it, and the other one is they do it themselves, like they own it and they do it themselves and they do a great job. But who doesn't want some free content you don't have to shoot, like, you know? So yeah, that's that. And then what else did I say? I wanted to, like I said, the framing thing, we'll do that tomorrow. And since I'm not going downtown tomorrow, or I don't think I will, I can go by myself, and I was thinking about doing that, but then I was like, seems like a lot of work. So I might just film somewhere near here, and just work on that. I might just go to the park or something. I just want to work on some framing and work on my resumes, and maybe that's what we'll just do that for tomorrow. But yeah, I want to plan out some of that content. I still want to go in and shot list a little bit. I kind of know what I want to film because I'm using like this template. This guy had posted, I don't remember what his name was, but he posted like how he goes about shooting something if he has no idea like how he wants to shoot it. He does a establishing shot, so like a wide type of shot where you're establishing where you are. Then he does like a super close up or like a close up, and then he does like a medium, and then like some action shots. I forget, I wrote it down, but I might do that. I know I want to film, I need to film content for my content webinar. I don't know why I set the date as April. I don't know why I did that. I may have to change that because it doesn't make sense, because I'm like, you actually need to promote this. You can't just, well, either way. Yeah, so I need to film some stuff for that, so I'm going to plan that out. And then, of course, edit this vlog. And it's getting super dark right now. And I have my ISO set super high so that I don't have to turn on the light, but I may have to turn on the light now. But yeah, that's what's going on. I've eaten again, and that's it. We're on this little, not diet, but like eating healthier. So I'm not eating more meals than I was before. I'm still eating 3 meals, but like, because it's whole food, it's like very filling, and I'm like, this is a lot of food. So I just had like a yogurt bowl with like chia seeds, flax seeds, almonds, Greek yogurt, like the plain healthy kind, and berries. That was good. And granola. That was good though. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to work. I'm very tired. This time change thing, or the 1 hour, I needed that hour. I really did, and it's getting to me now. But I'm gonna finish this up so I can go and relax. And I started reading Funny Story by Emily Henry. I thought I had read all of her books, but I think I've missed 2. I think I've read People We Meet on Vacation. I'm not 100% sure, and if I have, it was very not memorable because I don't remember it at all. Who's doing fireworks? What is the occasion? It's not a holiday. Not at all. I don't understand this place. Fireworks are even banned here. Anyways, let me get back to work. Okay, hi guys. It is, what is today? Wednesday. It's Wednesday. And I'm heading to Pilates as usual. This is gonna be the last day of the vlog. Because I started editing it, and it's already almost an hour. So I'm gonna have to wrap this up. Alright. I feel like I just did yapping. This vlog I actually did talk a lot. But I'm heading there now. So I'll pick you guys up when I get there, obviously, and show you some little clips. I'm gonna get my latte, and then I'm going to either go to my boyfriend's to pick something up, or I'm gonna go home so I can get back to work. I was staring at my computer like all day yesterday, like trying to get like resumes out, and I got like a decent amount out. My only thing is like I need to look it up, obviously, because I'm always gonna research something before I go and ask a bunch of people, because that's the way I am. But every single like coffee chat I've ever been to, they're like, oh yeah, reach out to people. I said, okay, cool. I go to LinkedIn to like see if I can, because usually it shows you like who is the person you'd reach out to. You cannot message people anymore. Like, I swear you used to be able to. You cannot message people anymore unless you're connected to them or you have LinkedIn Premium. And I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna be doing outreach, because that's basically what it is, cold outreach, how am I supposed to get in contact with these people? So I'm gonna look it up and see if there's a workaround. But yeah, that's that. Because I applied to a few roles, and like they're decent roles. Every single one of the roles is something that I would want to do and I could do. It's really just a thing of like actually getting them to see my resume and my portfolio. And I finished portfolio. For now, I'm gonna add a few extra things. Like, I sent it to my friends. I was like, okay, like critique this. And then my one friend, she's like a data analyst, so she was like, oh, put more like data on there, obviously. And I put some stuff on there. My thing is though, like majority of my experience is with my own business, because I've been growing it. Like, obviously that's what I've been doing, that's been my job, right? So that's what my experience is going to be. But what I want to do like going forward is do a little like freelance, like ad hoc, I guess, things that showcase different avenues and things that I would do, because obviously I do beauty, so it's gonna look like I just do beauty. But I mean, these are transferable skills. Like, really and truly, if you make social media videos for a beauty page, you could most likely figure out how to make social media videos for, you know, food or retail or whatever. Certain things, like, you want a little bit more finesse, like maybe automotive or something like that, but like, you can figure it out. But yeah, let's head out because it's 11:30 now and I want to get a good spot. Hopefully I get like a spot. I want to get a spot in the back so I can film. That's usually what I want. So let's go.
Get the fuck on my space. Replacements on the way, please don't play. Pussy spinning like a great escape. I need no trick, gold eyes on chains. Fucking I ain't making love no more.
You can, however, go in on the back end and he can change stuff. He can change like the coding and stuff like that if he wants to mess with that. But it gives you the option, like the creative person, the option to kind of do things like this. So like little things like it, moving like this and being more engaging for your people. I feel like I always forget when I'm moving around a lot that I actually have a mic for this thing. I know like the audio is not bad on it, but the mic is definitely a lot better. But anyways, I just wanted to close out the vlog because I am finished Pilates, got my latte. But when I go to the cafe right beside my Pilates studio, and the other day I met this guy and he said he has a company they're building a website. So I was talking to him in there, an older guy. But I was just thinking, like, when I go out, the only reason he approached me is because I had my camera, my Sony. And he was like, oh, like, I'm looking for a creative to do different things. When you are afraid to go out and do what you do, like, especially for like content creation and stuff like that, you will not get even thoughts of opportunities, because no one knows you do that. The only reason he approached me as a creative is because he saw I was doing creative things. I just think that is like wild. But we were talking about like his website and building his website, and he was telling me about this company that was like trying to charge him like almost 10K for like building out like a website. And when he showed me it, y'all, not it was a Squarespace template. I said, sir, let me let me put you on game real quick, because that's actually so crazy. And I mean, no shade to them. I understand like a lot of people, especially like different generations, like they may not understand how to use that. They don't even know that that's a possibility, because he said he had no idea that he could even do that. And I was kind of showing him like what I did with my website and like different things like that. I'm like, yeah, it's not that difficult to do. And he's like, oh, is that something that you would be willing to work with someone in case he has a more technical person? And I was like, yeah, usually that's what I do. I would have to collaborate with someone more technical to do like the back end stuff, so like actually the code and stuff like that, and doing the SEO for the code. I do copywriting, I do web content, I do, you know, web graphics, I do that type of stuff. I can work with typographies and do like Figma. I taught myself that stuff, and kind of out of necessity, one, and two, I've just been around people who have been using those, and I'm like, oh, let me learn how to do that. Like, I don't think I have it. I don't even think I've mentioned it on this channel, but I did a product management boot camp at BrainStation, and I happened to be partnered with a UX designer who worked for EA, and he was he put me on, like, bro, that guy showed me so much stuff. Like, I learned so much from him, like not only about like Figma, he showed me this AI that you can use to make like wireframes and mock-ups, and like it was just wild, like the amount of like stuff he put me on game to. But that stuff you don't learn unless you go and find somebody who like knows how to do that. But yeah, it was just wild to me that you can just like go out and meet people like that. And like I said, the goal right now is to find a new role, and whether that be like finding some freelance stuff and like continuing through that, or actually finding a role. Obviously I want something with insurance, so that I can, like, you know, live life. But I'm not gonna say no to a freelance. I'm just not. So yeah, it was just interesting. And that, I say all that to say, go outside and film your content. If you want to do something creative, go outside and film your content. I promise you, the amount of times, even with this camera, the amount of times I go outside and somebody asks me, oh, hey, like, are you like a content creator? Do you film? Like, what do you do? Like, what's with the camera? Like, what type of camera is that? Like, you know, just from me filming my little day-to-day, from me filming my very, very mundane life. Like, I'm not doing anything crazy. I don't go on bear trips. I don't, you know, I'm not doing anything crazy. I don't live in the city. I live in the suburbs. I'm a suburban. I, like, you know, I don't do anything crazy. I just like to create, period. But yeah, that is all I have to say. So with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.